It was just another late-night shift at the Rusty Spoon, this little greasy diner tucked away in Willow Creek, a sleepy Midwest town where folks mostly pass through on their way to somewhere better, truckers grabbing black coffee, locals nursing hangovers, and the occasional big shot slumming it for kicks. I remember Emma Hayes, our waitress, this 28-year-old with her dark hair in a messy ponytail, apron smudged from flipping burgers all day, her sneakers so beat up they looked like they'd walked 1,000 miles on their own. She was the kind of person you didn't notice until you needed a refill, quiet, steady, like she carried the weight of the world without complaining. But that night, when this smug tech mogul Ethan Black strolled in with his tailored suit that probably cost more than the whole diner, and started eyeing her like she was beneath him, things got real interesting real fast, because underneath that humble exterior, Emma had a past that could knock you flat. It started subtle, you see, with the regulars piling on Mike, this beefy sales guy with a gold chain and a chip on his shoulder from getting passed over for promotions. He'd always had it out for Emma ever since she turned him down for a date years back, thinking she was too good for him or something twisted like that. He leaned back in his booth, smirking at his pals, and tossed out, "Hey, sweetheart, careful with that coffee. If you spill on my new watch, you'll be paying it off for the rest of your minimum wage life." His voice dripping with that fake superiority, like he owned the place, his buddies chuckling as if it was the funniest thing since sliced bread. Emma just set the cup down, her hands not even trembling, and murmured, "Wouldn't dream of it." But you could see the flicker in her eyes, the quiet burn of someone who's heard it all before, from folks who judged her for dropping out of the military life to care for her sick mom back home, choosing family over glory. Then there were the two uppity ladies at the corner table, one with her fake pearls and the other scrolling Instagram like it was her job. They whispered loud enough for everyone to hear. Look at her, probably dreams of escaping this dump, but can't even afford decent shoes. Giggling like mean girls in high school. Their words rooted in some petty town rivalry where Emma's family had once clashed with theirs over a property line dispute that left bad blood for generations. Ethan, sitting at the counter, chimed in low and condescending. "You content scraping by here? Or do you ever think bigger?" His tone probing, like he was testing her, driven by his own ego. This billionaire who'd built his empire on cutthroat deals but secretly craved authenticity after losing his brother in a senseless accident, making him distrust everyone who kissed up to him. Emma wiped the counter, her voice even but edged. "Bills don't pay themselves, and dreams? They wait their turn inside." Though she was churning, remembering the drills, the deployments, the lives she'd saved overseas, all traded for this quiet existence that folks like them turned into a punchline. The air thickened as the night wore on, the diner buzzing with that Friday energy, plates clattering, laughter echoing, but underneath, Emma felt the isolation, the way these jabs chipped at her resolve, reminding her why she'd left the service. The burnout, the loss of comrades that haunted her dreams, pushing her to protect in small ways, like helping the new busboy, a jittery kid named Tim who'd just lost his dad and was fumbling trays left and right. When Mike mocked him too, "Kid, you and Emma here are a match made in loser heaven." And a plate shattered, Emma knelt down, picking up shards with him, whispering, "It's okay, one mess at a time," her kindness a shield. But inside, the storm was building, her training itching to surface. Ethan watched, intrigued but still superior, tossing out, "If opportunity knocked, would you even answer?" His words a challenge, born from his own loneliness in a world of yes men. Emma met his gaze. "I'd do what's right, not what's shiny." And just then, the door crashed open, two masked thugs bursting in, one brandishing a pistol, the other a switchblade, yelling, "Everyone down now!" Panic erupted, screams piercing the air, chairs flipping as people dove for cover. In that chaos, hearts pounding, a mom clutching her crying baby, the uppity ladies whimpering under their table. Everyone froze, Mike cowering like the bully he was, his bravado evaporating into thin air, Ethan gripping the counter white-knuckled, his billions useless against real danger. But Emma, she set her tray down slow, her breath steady, eyes locking on the intruders, her military instincts kicking in, the ones she'd buried to escape the nightmares. But now, with lives at stake, they surged like a wave. The knife guy snarled at the mom, "Shut that brat up, or I will." his blade twitching driven by desperation from a botched heist earlier that night, targeting the diner for quick cash in a town rife with economic grudges. Emma stepped forward, body shielding the child, handing over a toy truck from the floor, murmuring, "You're safe." To the mom, her voice calm, but inside, adrenaline roared, memories of ambushes flashing. The gunman swung toward her. "Sit down, you nobody." But she didn't flinch, sidestepping as the knife lunged, twisting his arm with a crack, elbow to his jaw, dropping him cold in seconds. The gunman cursed, aiming wild, but Emma closed in, redirecting the barrel. Sweeping his legs thud, he hit the floor, her knee pinning him. The whole takedown in under 20 heartbeats, the diner silent except for gasps and the baby's soft whimpers. Sirens wailed outside as cops stormed in, one officer, Detective Ruiz, stopping dead, his face lighting up in recognition. "Captain Lena Brooks? Thought you vanished after that medal-worthy rescue op overseas," revealing Emma's true name and past. The hero who'd saved her squad from an ambush but quit amid PTSD and family pulse, seeking anonymity in Willow Creek. The room buzzed with shock. Mike's jaw slack, the lady's smirks wiped clean, Ethan staring like he'd seen a ghost. Whispers spread. She was the best, took down insurgents barehanded, and in that moment, the tables turned, Mike's pettiness exposed as jealousy, the lady's barbs as inherited spite, Ethan's arrogance cracked by genuine respect. A trucker pressed cash into her hand. "You saved us," but she refused. "Just get home to your family." Her humility shining, though inside, she felt the old wounds reopen, the rush of purpose clashing with her desire for peace. Days later, the town shifted. Emma back at work. Same apron, same sneakers, but eyes followed her with awe. Tips piling up. Mike fired after his tossed bill stunt went viral, his career tanked by public backlash tying back to his failed attempts to undermine locals like her. The ladies? Shunned from their social club, their family feud now public shame. Ethan returned, suit less stiff, handing her a card. "I need you as my chief security, not for the save, but because you moved when we all froze." His offer genuine, sparked by his brother's loss, making him value real protectors. Emma pocketed it. I'll think, inside torn, her quiet life versus the pull of using her skills again. Weeks passed, Ethan persisting with contracts, visits turning personal. "I see you, Lena, whatever you choose." And she finally nodded over coffee. "I see you too," but held off signing, leaving it open. Would she step back into the fire or stay rooted in the shadows? Man, stories like this make you wonder about hidden strengths, snap judgments, and when justice finally bites back. What do you think? Was Emma right to stay low-key, or should she grab that spotlight? Drop a comment below with your take on fairness in small towns. Share if you faced bullies like Mike, and hit subscribe. You're all in this messy life together, figuring out when to fight and when to heal.